Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of What If Civilization Started Over. In the last episode, we saw the conclusion of pretty much the South American War, and we saw the addition of even more nukes. The country with the most nukes in the world is now Persia, having 35. Let, let's get Let's get started with today's video. If you enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. And to start off, we'll be, as usual, on the next layer. We'll update countries as normal. Wolf Empire is now at 40 weeks, doubling how many they once had. But they don't send any nukes to other countries. We see Lake Baikal only being able to make 3 more nukes, so they are now at 28. Persia has also slowed their production down, now only being at 38. No countries have given any nukes out so far, and none will actually be doing so this episode. Tanzania upgrades to 20 nukes, kind of falling behind compared to the other countries. Next, we will see America produce 7 more nukes, now sitting at 10. But we see a new country that hasn't made nukes yet makes their first nuke. North Korea will kill 1 nuke and we'll be back to nukes later. Actually, next we'll be talking about alliances. Over here, we see there is a Circle Alliance. It's gone now. The alliance gets completely disbanded. Some people in these countries are kind of mad about it, but the alliance hasn't been active or done anything in years, and the 3 leaders of these countries all agree just to disband it. Now, move on, and still in Europe and on alliances, talking about the Square Team Alliance. You see 3 countries leave the Square Team Alliance. Those countries are Sicily, this very small country here, and this farmer country. That will be it for alliances. Moving on to power rankings. All the power rankings need to be updated. So the country in number 1 is actually now going to be Persia. Number 2 is the Empire. Number 3 is still Lake Baikal. Number 4 is now Tanzania. Number 5 is Denmark. Number 6 is Vietnam. Number 7 is America. Number 8 actually happens to be Brazil. Number 9 is this Russian country. Number 10 is the Cyan team. 11 is now France. These guys here are 12. Catalonia is 13. At this point, Pakistan is 14. India is 15. 16 is now this country. They've really fallen behind. North Korea is now 17. 18. I think we see these guys here being at 18. 19 actually happens to be this country here. And 20 is going to be the orange team. Actually, no. It is the Bulgaria or Balto-Lechia. Alright. Now, those power rankings are done. Upgrade the Alliance power rankings. Hold on while I still try and figure things out. And hold on while I realize I'm stupid. Because I just disbanded the Circle Alliance. They don't exist anymore. Alright. So, in first place, it is still the Square team. Second now goes over to the Triangle Alliance. Mainly just because Persia is absolutely carrying them. If we look on alliances, this The Triangle Alliance has, I believe, just one member that is in the top 20, or two members. The 14th placing first. But whereas the square team, they have second place, 17th, sure. They also have 12th, 10th, 13th, 8th, 18th, 7th. They have a lot. They're just more power spread out areas. The Trapezoid Alliance is third, and the Diamonds are fourth. I'm actually going to do one more thing on the Alliance layer. That is the creation of a new economical alliance. We have the 5-point star alliance, and now we see the 6-point star alliance form. These starter forming members are none other than the Wolf Empire's closest allies. But we even see some people who left their alliance, such as Sicily, join in on it. Libya will be the only African country to join, but we also see North Korea and China join the alliance. As well as even countries that aren't in the Wolf Empires, or that have even been some of the Wolf Empire's worst enemies, such as the Green Team. We see Russia join it, and it becomes very big rival economical alliance to Denmark's. It doesn't take long before we see America join the alliance. The first country in South America to ever join an economical alliance is Brazil, soon followed by this Uruguayan country. For now, these are the only countries that will be joining, but it will definitely be expanding in later episodes. Now, we had another small breakout over here. We saw New England invade into the Great Lakes country, claiming or hoping to get land around at least Lake Ontario. I'm gonna real quick go over the relations between all of these North American countries. So the closest two allies of here are, other than these two, as they are actual allies. It's those two at least. Yes. So other than these two, as they are actual allies, the closest allies in this area would either be America and the Great Lakes country, or the Hudson Bay and New England. Canada and Alaska both have good relations with New England and Hudson Bay. Canada and Hudson Bay are also a little bit upset they don't have any Great Lakes region land. Alaska also has good relations with America, though. So Alaska could go which way. The Caribbean has decent relations with America, just wishing they could have the rest of Cuba. But the Caribbean islands have even better relations with the Great Lakes country. They don't have very good relations with any of the far northern countries, which are it's pretty much far northern countries are all pretty good friends, other than with the Great Lakes country. But that's all I'm going to go for now. We see the invasion of the Great Lakes country continues inwards, eventually getting to the point where we see America will join in on the war to help fight, or to help the Great Lakes country fight. New England will try and call in some of its allies, or not allies, but some of its close countries. We see two of these countries joining, being Canada and the Hudson Bay country, both of which for the obvious reason of wanting land along lakes. So we see Canada invading to, it's more central North America, but we see them invading into Great Lakes country. Following soon after, we see the Hudson Bay country also invading in. Of these countries, the strongest is New England. The second strongest would have to be Central America, and then the final country is the Hudson Bay country. Eventually, we see the Hudson Bay country meeting up with Lake Huron, but we see, instead of invading into the Great Lakes country, or sending troops into the Great Lakes country, we see America invade straight into Canada. These two have had some friendly times with each other. There was once a time where the Scientine ruled over almost all of this land, and we saw a rebellion here. Alaska came out of that rebellion, and America came out of the rebellion. But the rebellion also included the Great Lakes country and Canada. But we see America making very long spearhead. And here we see a major push inwards by New England. So much so that even Hudson Bay is questioning if it even is New England doing this. Eventually, Canada will withdraw all troops from the Great Lakes country. As they are sending troops down to fight here. Eventually, we actually see the Hudson Bay country leaving the war. And now New England is losing its best allies. Eventually, New England will do something that is actually going to turn the tide of the entire war, and they will invade into Finland. Remember when I said all these northern countries have good relations? Well, when one country is invading another country that you have good relations with, it's kind of not that fun. But what we see happening is Canada won't do, or Canada, Hudson Bay country, will not turn sides and join with the Great Lakes country, but they will both declare war on New England. We see Greenland doing this as well. However, Alaska and Oregon will stay neutral. But we see New England continuing to invade into the Great Lakes country, eventually making it onto the Michigan Peninsula, and pretty much entirely encircling what would be Detroit. Eventually, they capture the capital and move around the Great Lakes country. America, just trying to finish what they started rather quickly, will continue invading into Canada, sending extreme amounts of forces that are completely unneeded as they entirely capture the capital. And they also capture all this land with it. We then see New England send even more troops into the Great Lakes country. And at this point, it's not just countries in North America that are getting suspicious. Countries all around the world, like the Wolf Empire, like Baikal, Tanzania, India, even Denmark, they're all getting suspicious. But we see England eventually being able to capture the entire northern part of the Great Lakes country, and something. But eventually, we see Hudson Bay country will finally step up, and they'll send as many troops as they can into the into New England. They'll aim straight towards the capital, eventually meeting at the St. Lawrence River, sailing across, and meeting up with the Atlantic Ocean. This is, of course, backed up by Canadian troops who are instead of fighting America, as America's also supplying against New England, they are just all fighting together. Eventually, we see Alaska start sending troops over to fight in New England. We also see these two Mexican countries. They send troops up. And it's just pretty much everyone in North America is fighting now. We see Greenland make not one but two naval landings. The first Quebec, and the second one off here. Right. We see Greenland then makes a third naval landing, and the Green team their own naval. We're going to get back to this war later. Instead, we'll be moving down over to this mess of countries, where we see a small war break out. This one will not be involving to anything more. But then, but we see this yellow country sending some troops up into this here, going around this orange team. And pretty quickly capturing the capital and just fully annexing the country. From now, that's just going to remain as that. And we see another small breakout down in Africa. Okay. We see these two countries here fighting over this piece of land here. This country here claims everything on down here, but this country here claims all of that. So eventually what we see happening is this country starts invading to this other country, and eventually just it pulls all its troops back, and doesn't unify. But instead, their troops move back in order to fight the rebellion. We're gonna give a this dark blue color. Okay. Alright. We see a big rebellion here. And eventually they start invading into this other this brown orange country. We see other countries take advantage of this. But then as soon as this orange gold country invades, we see this rebellion starts moving into this country here. It then it also then goes into this country here. Eventually goes to this green country. Eventually it looks something this this is just to start off. It will invade into all of these countries and is actually pretty strong for something that just formed. Let's see this country down here. We'll, we'll start off by just taking over the lands that they claim over, but we'll just leave it at that. We'll have one final update for this mess over here, and that is the surrendering of the Great Lakes country. Alright. And that will do it for today's episode. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.